Welcome back, guys, to your brand new ARK Survival Ascended news update to start the week, the second week of January. There's quite a bit to talk about today, so I hope this video does summarize everything that's going on right now for January. I hope you guys had a great weekend and settling into the new year. It's always quite hard right at the beginning of the year to get going again, so I hope everything is going okay. Yes, my illness is getting better, finally. I started off the new year very ill, and I'm finally getting there. It feels amazing, you know, and you're back on your feet after a long illness. So yeah, all good. Now, if you guys do get all the news you need to know, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you do want to start off the year with an ARK Survival Ascended server, the link is always in the description. If you want to renew or anything like that, your server that you've got as well, you can use that. It really supports me when you use my link, and I am going to be working very hard with Nitrado to try and get some sort of discounts throughout this year with special events and everything like that. Couldn't get a New Year's one, but hopefully into the new year I'll be able to get more and save you guys some money. Anyway, let's get in with the news, and the first thing we're talking about is transfers. So obviously January is transfer day, well, we don't know what day it's going to be. I can't officially announce that, but we're hoping to hear in a new community crunch this week on Friday. If you didn't know, Wildcard mentioned in a post, I think it's this one here, saying Happy New Year. We're still shaking off the holiday cobwebs, so our usual community crunch will be on pause this week. And then they talk about the patch that we're talking about. However, we're planning to deploy a patch which has gone terribly wrong. That's what I'm going to talk about as well, to improve server performance with more significant updates to follow coming in this week. And this does involve console too. So yeah, I think it will be a very big community crunch coming on Friday with so much to talk about. So this person just pretty much just asked Dolly, saying, has there been any news on transfers? And pretty much it's just a pretty simple response, but the good thing is that it's still planned for January. So they said, we'll share news soon, but it's definitely still planned for January. I think in the crunch on Friday, we should get that news. Whenever we finally get one, I know people need some time to chill out into the new year and get going again. So hopefully we'll hear news on a date for that. A lot of people were asking me, do I think it was coming today? Because today is the end of the Winter Wonderland event. Just a little bit of news: you have don't uninstall the mod before the event ends. This is just because like you can end up accidentally losing some stuff. So if you have the mod installed and you've been playing Winter Wonderland, please make sure to wait for the event to end later today. But yeah, so it's been a great little, it's been a, what do you guys think? This is better than me saying my opinion, really. What do you think of the event so far this year? This was the first, I know we had Turkey Trial, but that was kind of a little bit more of a test run, whereas the Winter Wonderland event is going to be, was kind of a bit more of the proper first one, them using mods instead of putting them live themselves, and all of that stuff. Now, if you do hear something in the background, I'm sorry about that. There is some work going on. Sorry, I was wondering what was going on there. But anyway, so that's going on there. So transfers, we'll hopefully find a date for that on Friday, and many people are waiting for that. Also, you can, they say console players hang tight. So console hasn't had an update in quite a while. I think it was since the Cryopods update. And I think it's because Wildcard are really trying to sort out some of the biggest major issues for the game right now. So console players, I know the save issue. I hear it from from everyone in videos. You want this save issue fixed, and I know it's heavily requested. So hopefully it will be involved in the next large console patch. Unfortunately, this is the way that console patches happen. They, to catch up with PC, they have to get all the stuff sorted on PC and then release a huge patch for console, which always means a big download. So yeah, that's what's going on for console. And then so the update that I talked about from this tweet, they deployed it, but it pretty much broke the game, which was not fun at all, because apparently it's got great performance improvements, which Wildcard really wanted to implement, but it caused crashes, it caused problems, and Cedric went on to say they reverted the patch to the previous version while we take a look at the patch we just deployed. Thanks for your patience. Make sure you restart your Steam client if you don't see the updates. Obviously, as you can see, many people were not happy about this because the updates seem to, like, a lot of them have seemed to cause a few problems with the new game so far. I don't think the new patch has gone live so far at the moment. We will go through the patch notes, but yeah, I think we're just waiting to hear something from Wildcard when they're going to put the patch live again. So yeah, also just to avoid any confusion, someone said, was there another rollback? And no, there was not another rollback from before. Dolly was just saying no, it was a build revert to a previous version, not a rollback. So if anyone's worried if there's any more rollbacks going on, we're in the clear at the moment. They've had to fix huge exploit fixes recently. You know, there was a massive duplication one going on. If you guys know HOD or HOD Gaming, another great ARK YouTuber that does like PvP content, he did like a full video on what people were doing and being able to do this, and it was causing a lot of issues. So there was not a rollback, it was just a revert to a previous version. So again, that was the tweet there. So if we head over to the patch notes, this was actually the last thing that was in the update. So this came on the 5th but has been reverted. So it's a fixed server stall and player disconnect when teleporting away from a large base. Fix dismissed last death POI icon reappearing after relogging. Fix the Carcharodontosaurus bite hitbox being inconsistent. Fix the case of floating structures remaining after demolishing a tree platform. Improved the accuracy of server ping displayed on the escape menu. And server performance optimizations. And Dolly was really bigging up these server performance optimizations. So hopefully they can get this patch right and re-release it this week. But something else, which is, I guess this patch may come with everything else, because they're planning to deploy more significant updates in the to follow in the coming week. So I feel like there's going to be a lot to download, and console players, I really hope your patch comes this week. I don't know whether they are or not. I don't know if they're just going to wait till the transfers for the console patch. It's really frustrating, I know. I know there's so many different things, because if I actually go now onto the patch notes, so this was the 5th of January, and you go onto console, there hasn't actually been the console patch since the 21st of December, like I said. So that's a long time into the new year. Hadn't even been Christmas before the last patch that brought Survival of the Fittest as well. So the console really has a big amount to get to catch up with, and I can imagine that's quite frustrating for console players. Anyway, a quick recap of what's to come throughout the next 3 months. It's gonna be a fun 3 months if we can avoid any more big issues like we've had at the start of the year. So as I mentioned, the full server transfers are coming at some point this month. And then in February, we will be getting the center map, which is going to be coming with the community voted caregiving dinosaur, the Gigantoraptor. Now, I will quickly go into details on the Gigantoraptor before this video ends, just so you guys can have a little refresh of what it's going to be like, because the Gigantoraptor was actually planned for Ragnarok. It wasn't planned for the center, so we will go back and have a little look about how it's going to benefit the center and to see what it's going to be like. And then obviously moving into March is the launch of Scorched Earth DLC and the Frontier Adventurer pack, which will have players strut the sands in a Western style. Little bit worried, as I've mentioned in many videos before. I want to try and ask this question on Discord. If maybe some of you guys as well can tag Dolly or tag some of the team on the Discord and just say, is the Fazla Suture still coming with Scorched Earth, because they did not mention it anywhere here, which I think is quite annoying. And then I've talked again on premium mods. I did a full video 3 days ago talking about how amazing these premium mods have potential to be. This is also early 2024, which is quite big. But not only, if we go over to the roadmap quickly, not only is that the thing coming in early 2024, if no delays, the animated series is meant to be coming early 2024 as well. So it all seems to, it's mad to think this roadmap was released after Extra Life and already it's made some changes, which is a good thing. They've actually made positive changes. But that means, can they still stick to their promise? So they make things come early, like the center map. Still got the cough a little bit. And then early 2024 was the animated series. So can they stick to everything that was still planned, or are they going to delay the animated series? I just want to watch it. I want to know what platform it's going to be on. I really hope they make it easy for people outside of the US to watch it as well, because I'm in the UK. So it's always so frustrating when you have to try and watch something that it doesn't have like a platform like a Netflix, because HBO sometimes comes to Sky in the UK. So yeah, we'll see. I just really want to watch it. I'm hoping it's going to be good. No one really has a clue what it's going to be like at the moment. I hope it's not going to be a letdown. But yeah, I'll be doing like a review of the animated series as it does come out. So yeah, that's pretty much all of that stuff. If we go now to head over to the Gigantoraptor, which is coming in February. So the Dreadnoughtus was one of the other ones coming. We then had, if we scroll down, that the Shastasaurus was the creature that was meant to be coming to the center. So that's probably going to be coming to another map now. And then this is the Gigantoraptor. So again, not meant for the center. So it says, meet the queen of helicopter parenting. She is the mother hen of the prehistoric world, fiercely protecting her little ones with a love that's larger than life. We can't wait to see the community creature vote winner, Gigantoraptor, roaming the vast expanse of Ragnarok, the center now. So as you can see, we can read about what it's going to do. So in the wild, unless you're planning to raid its nest, you shouldn't let this creature's imposing size worry you. The Gigantoraptor may be fiercely protective of its brood, but it's much more of a caregiver than a fighter. Don't get me wrong, this theropod will use its sharp claws and surprising speed to defend its young when threatened, but the Gigantoraptor has a soft heart for young ones. So it'll even take in its orphan babies of rival species. Coughing again. It's a bit of a harsh cough, isn't it? So it domesticated. Now for the bad news. To my knowledge, no one's been able to figure out how to tame an adult Gigantoraptor. Its unique disposition seems to be resistant to behavioral conditioning. However, survivors bolder than me were able to sneak into the nest to win the trust of their young and claim that as a reward, and it's well worth the risk. Once matured to adulthood, your tamed Gigantoraptor will happily look after any of your tribe's young creatures, nurturing them and teaching them how to fight. It can even use its call to help for you to find orphan baby animals out in the wild, and if you bring those orphans home, then your Gigantoraptor will happily add them to its brood. Gigantoraptor forms an inseparable bond to its young charges, bringing them into a fight together, and they will defend each other and your tribe far more effectively than when apart. So I think this sounds so exciting. I can't wait to see this in the game. It's just reading it through again, you kind of forget when you haven't read it for a while, because this was posted, wow, when you think about this, July 22nd, 2023, we first found out about the Gigantoraptor. That was what? August, September, October, November, January. So we literally need 5 months since, 5 or 6 months, isn't it? Something like that. That was terrible maths. But yeah, really, really cool to see this is finally coming next month. I can't wait to try out the center. The game is in desperate need of a brand new map. We're relying on mod creators right now to keep the game alive. And I hate saying that considering the game came out in October last year. So anyway, that's pretty much all of the news you guys need to know with what's going on in January so far. I hope this was a good roundup for you so you can all know what's planned, what's coming, and I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I've just told you I was better, and the cough came again. Go get yourself an ARK Survival Ascended server, link will be in the description down below, and I'll catch you in my next video very soon. See you guys then.